round of applause, everyone.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace be upon us all. Distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to deliver this keynote address on behalf of the Ministry of Agrarian Affairs and Special Planning, National Land Agency of the Republic of Indonesia at this esteemed international conference on infrastructure 2025. Allow me to begin by expressing our appreciation to the coordinating ministry for infrastructure and regional development and all stakeholders who have made this important event possible. This year's theme, Right Infrastructure in the Right Place, Special Planning for Impactful Infrastructure, could not be more timely. Our world is changing rapidly, and so must the way we plan and build our infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, infrastructure in its physical form is what we see: roads, bridges, ports, airports, energy grids and homes, etc. But behind every successful infrastructure project, as mentioned also by the previous panel, is something invisible but crucial, which is one of them is spatial planning. Spatial planning ensures that infrastructure is built in the right place, for the right people, at the right time. Indonesia is a vast archipelago of over 17,000 islands, and spatial inequality and development disparities are still real and persistent. So to address this, our ministry developed a national spatial plan that aligns with our national vision, Golden Indonesia 2045, to create inclusive, equitable, and sustainable development across the archipelago. And this spatial planning serves as a unifying blueprint to ensure that no region, no community is left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Agrarian Affairs and Special Planning, National Land Agency, serve as the national authority in spatial planning and land affairs. We have the mandate to regulate land use, spatial planning policy, and land registration, all of which are prerequisites for infrastructure matters. And then, this is the crucial question then: why is integration of infrastructure and spatial planning policy is important? Because of course, infrastructure needs land, but not just any land, because it needs legal certainty, it needs accessibility, it needs clear zoning, and it needs harmonization with environmental and social considerations. That is why our ministry, working with all ministries and also other institutions, are aiming to one spatial planning policy, a unified approach that integrates land use, sectoral planning, and development goals into one comprehensive spatial governance framework. This integration is the foundation of impactful infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, building right infrastructure in the right place means putting people first. Because to truly serve the public interest, we must ask some fundamental questions, such as, are we connecting underserved communities? Are we building hospitals where the sick are? And are we providing affordable homes where a job exists? But for sure, we have made progress. Over the past years, spatial planning in Indonesia has played a transformative role in designating growth centers in eastern part of the country, and then facilitating land acquisition for strategic national projects and safeguarding coastal zones through climate-informed zoning. One recent example is our new capital city in East Kalimantan, where spatial planning enable site selection, land consolidation, green buffer zones, and resilient infrastructure layouts that reduce disaster risk and optimize energy efficiency. Infrastructure today must also withstand the challenge of tomorrow. I learned a lot from the previous panel where we do know that between 2020 until 2025, Indonesia experienced over almost 7,000 flood events. And these disasters not only cause human suffering, but destroy infrastructure investment. That is why spatial planning must also be climate resilient. And spatial planning is our frontline defense. Our ministry has introduced climate adoption layers into regional spatial plans, including hazard mapping, and then secondly, zoning regulations that prevent settlements in risk areas, and last is green open space allocations in urban area. Of course, we understand this is not perfect at the moment, but we continue to improve and improve for the better of Indonesia. We are also incorporating nature-based solutions, such as mangrove rehabilitation and watershed management into our spatial and infrastructure plans. For us, this is more than environmental policy because it is a future-proofing development. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe that the future of infrastructure depends on the future of land governance. Digital transformation, for me, is very essential. Our initiative like Gistaru is creating a comprehensive spatial planning database of land parcels across the country. And then we are also accelerating land certification through systematic land registration, or what we call as PTSL, which now covers more than 100 million parcels of land, in which land certificates are issued in electronic form. This provides legal certainty for infrastructure developers and improve in the ease of doing business. Meanwhile, the other platform, Bumi ATR BPN, offers open access to spatial plans and land data to the public and investors alike, because we want the public to be involved as our checks and balances system for our ministry. So, in conclusion, with digital innovation, we try to bring transparency, we try to bring efficiency, and also we try to bring trust to infrastructure planning and execution. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished participants, no infrastructure agenda, of course, can succeed in isolation. That is why our ministry collaborate across ministries and local governments through our spatial planning integrated platforms. And also, we collaborate across with the private sector to public-private sector partnerships. And then also, we collaborate across international development partners for technical assistance and financing models. We believe in inclusive infrastructure where the voices of women, voices of indigenous people, and the poor are heard and reflected in the infrastructure we build. And let us remember, when spatial justice is achieved, then the social justice becomes possible. To conclude, let us not be satisfied with building more, let us commit of building better. Because better infrastructure means plan with care, grounded in data, designed for resilience, and deliver with integrity. As we move forward, the Ministry of Agrarian Affairs and Spatial Planning, National Land Agency ready to support national and global effort in ensuring infrastructure equity, in embedding spatial planning in policy and execution, and also in promoting climate adaptive development pathways. Let us design not just for today, but also for the generation who will inherit what we build. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Bapak Ossy Dermawan, for your thought-provoking remarks. And ladies and gentlemen,